Previously, on the Last Lamia.
She'd never admit it, of course, but I'm content knowing that there truly is a heart inside her.
My previous vessel relinquished me, and next thing I know, I'm here. Which, in essence, means you have something extraordinary inside you that no other human has, or ever will. I hope.
Your only hope of survival now is to harness that power. Embrace it, or die.
I was so furious at what humanity had reduced my life to. How they murdered everything I loved. In my anger and hatred, I made mistakes, yes. But at the time, it felt necessary.
After a millennia on this earth, my heart has softened in a way I never expected.
It can't be.
You're
something so much more.
Dead. You've been dead for 13 years. I saw you get gunned down.
You saw only what I wanted you to see, nothing more. If you witnessed everything that occurred that night, your life might have gone down a completely different path.
You killed them! You butchered my family like they were pieces of meat! Now I'm going to do the same to you.
Save it. You don't have enough strength to stop me, so I suggest you back away.
That's enough. This is between you and me.
You're right. It is between us. You and I both know what I want, so I'll make this simple. Hand over the light, and I'll let the creature go free.
The light?
You didn't know? The entity that gave birth to your people now resides in the soul of your dearly beloved. But pretty soon, that fact will cease to be. So what's your answer, boy?
I can't.
Oh, why is that?
Seeing you stand there, knowing all the horrible things you've done, the lives you've taken, you are still my enemy. No matter how much I wish it wasn't you, nothing can erase who you are right now, in this moment. If I give you the light, you'll kill us the moment it's in your grasp. I know that to be true. No loose ends, right? What is this? What's happening to me?
Jason? Jason, what's the matter?
I can't see anything!
What did you do to him?
The same thing you did, more or less.
Reverse it. Whatever you've done, undo it now.
Or else what, princess? You've got nothing to bargain with. And that won't serve you any better the second time.
Do what you want with me. Just let him go.
So eager to sacrifice yourselves over this pathetic notion of love. I should put you both out of your misery, save you the turmoil. But not before the job is done.
Enough!
I call this ability Garai. It allows me to assume control of the body like a marionette. Every single muscle and nerve. Garai is a far cry from what your little serpent whore can pull off, but it's effective nonetheless. You possess a power far greater, yet you continue to allow me to torture your precious love. It's clear that you can't hand the light over to me or anyone because you lack control of it. You know it's inside you, but that essence, that raw energy lying dormant in your core, is just beyond your reach. With that in mind, I know exactly how to proceed. In all these years, there's not one person I've interrogated that hasn't answered every single question I've asked. Do you know why that is? It's because of one inescapable fact. Everyone has a breaking point.
Damn it! Stay the hell away from her!
You see, you're nothing but a treasure chest just waiting to be unlocked. And I just so happen to possess the single object in all of the cosmos that can open you right up.
No! You're going to pay for that! With every ounce of strength in me. I will break out of this and save her, even if it kills me!
Just like you did for Lonnie. That's right, you didn't. You couldn't save her, the brother, or the monster. Because you are incapable of protecting anyone. You reap what you sow, even on a spit of land like this. Your mother learned that. Right up to the end. The last words she ever spoke. And just before I pulled the trigger.
Last warning. Let her go. Or I'll kill you myself!
Impressive. It's about time you fought back. Unfortunately, it's not good enough! I've given you every opportunity, but it's clear to me you're just as stubborn as your mother was. So I'm giving you one last chance to save your dying Lamia before I paint the island in her blood.
I'll give it to you. I'll do whatever you want. Just please spare her.
Jason, don't give him anything.
You still don't get it. I'm not bargaining with your mind, but with your soul. Unless the light comes out to play, then I'll have the privilege of reuniting this one with her family.
Go to hell.
Ladies first.
What do I do? I can't move. I can barely see. Lie, please. Lie, please help me save her.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just help me out of this. Heal me. It's the only way to save her.
If I let you go, he'll kill you, and she'll follow suit. I cannot let him get his hands on me. I did warn you this would happen.
So that's it. You're going to let her suffer and die just to protect yourself?
Have you learned nothing from what I've shown you? If he gets possession of me, he will use me to wipe out entire civilizations, changing the human race to fit his image.
I don't care! You're meant to protect her. That's your purpose. Your reason for existing.
There's more at stake here than duty and purpose. I will not lend you my power, no matter what.
You continue to disappoint me, son. Is this all the strength your rage has given you? Very well. I relieve you of your agony. Indefinitely.
Jason.
Jason, listen to me. You can't lose control. You have to hold it back. This is what he wants. You can't give in.
Yes! You've revealed yourself at last. Now...
I can't focus. My anger. It's too strong, but I have to heal her. How do I heal her?
Leaving so soon? Don't think you're getting away, boy! Is that all you've got? A light show and a little toy sword? Come on then, kill me if you think you can!
Take this! It's over!
What? You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? You could barely hold your own when I had both arms. What makes you think this will end any different?
Because before, I couldn't do this.
It's alright. I've stopped the bleeding for now.
What is this? Am I dying?
No. You're inside your head. Your inner world. You could call it your soul.
Who are you?
I'm so sorry, Molly. There is limited time, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. Jason is in possession of a power he was never meant to wield. He's just a human, and if he continues to use it, he will burn up and die.
How do you know this? You're the light, aren't you?
I am. I guided Jason here and protected him from harm when I could, so that he, in turn, could protect you. I've been with Jason for a long time, but my power was always yours to inherit, Princess. There is a fragment of my light deep inside you, a sliver of the energy Jason is burning through, that you've carried ever since the day your mother gave birth to you.
You knew my mother.
Time is short, Amali.
Please.
We were one, sharing each day together. You were her world, her little Treza. She would be so proud of who you are, Amali. I am proud every day of the Lamia you've grown to be. Fiercer than Perza the Huntress, and as selfless as Queen Nazara could ever hope to be. Tragedy split our fates before I could be with you. But I am so happy to be with you now.
Thank you. Now, how do we save Jason?
Time is running out. You will have to make a choice.
Damn you! There's no way you should have this much control. I took what was most precious to you. You should be consumed by rage, spiraling into chaos. This shouldn't be possible. You shouldn't be able to use it at all.
Don't you ever shut up. Doesn't matter how I'm doing it, only that I can. And I am filled with rage. I can't control whatever this is. But seeing what I can do to you here and now, I realize I don't really need to.
It took longer than I wanted, but I finally found an opening to pin you down. Now my Garai should be able to hold you there. At least long enough for the extraction. You know, for a minute there, I thought I was a goner. Your energy, your speed, hell, even your rage. I couldn't keep up. But seeing how easy this was to pull off, it reminded me of one simple fact. Without that power, you're just as weak and pathetic as all the other unfortunate souls I've gutted down. And now, I'm going to remind you what that feels like. Hold still. Gotta finish it before you heal yourself. At last, there it is. The eternal light that started it all is within my grasp. Putting up a fuss even when it knows it's been beat. Must have got that from you. But soon it'll know who its true master is.
My baby boy. I never wanted this for you. This burden was mine to bear.
I know you don't understand this, but in time, I know you will succeed where your father and I failed. I only wish I had more time. More time to hold you in my arms and tell you everything will be all right. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But no matter what, your mama will always be with you. Be safe. And know I believe in you with all my soul.
Grab your things and get ready. I'll go grab Jason. We've got to get out of here.
They issued the order then. For my capture.
How in the hell did you...
It doesn't matter. What does is ensuring Ava Tech doesn't get their hands on me.
Exactly. Why do you think I'm rushing? Now come on! Honey? Where did you get that?
If you call me that again, I won't hesitate to use it.
Milana, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're planning on doing with that, it won't solve anything.
You have no idea what's going through my head. No one does. I can't let Avalon discover what I know, and I'm willing to do what it takes to make sure he never does.
So that's it then? You're gonna face off against a squad of reclamation troopers with a handgun? Milana, what you're doing is suicide. All three of us would be much safer if we just left the city. Escaped far away from his grip.
Do you honestly think he'll just let us leave? He'll track us to the ends of the earth to get what he wants. Our son deserves better than a life on the run.
You'd rather he grow up without a mother?
I'm not having this argument with you. I'm doing what needs to be done for our family, no matter what.
And what? You think I'll just sit back and watch?
I don't know what to think about you anymore. Ever since we returned from Fiji, you've changed. We both have. When I look into your eyes, the eyes I fell for the second we met, I barely recognize the man behind them. You're not the man I love. Perhaps you never were. But none of that matters anymore. All that's left is what lies ahead. And everything is in place. I only trust you to do one thing. And if you have any love for me, you'll do it.
BPD, open up.
No.
You've taken hundreds of innocent lives. What's one more on your conscience? The man you've become should have no problem doing this.
God damn it. I'm not killing the mother of my child.
Is that really what I am to you?
I can't move. Why can't I move?
I told you. There's only one thing I need from you.
Why? Why does it have to be me?
Without me, you will be the only family Jason has left. And I refuse to let him fall victim to the monster you're becoming. It's a harsh truth, but our son is better off without either of us. I will die, and you will be imprisoned for it at best.
This doesn't have to happen. There's still time.
Stop it! Just don't! It's too late. I've made my decision, and I need you to pull the fucking trigger, or I will.
We know you're in there.
Baby, please. I can't lose you. I love you.
No. You don't even know what love is.
No!
Put your hands in the air.
What the hell was that? Answer me!
I should have known. I should have known it wouldn't be as simple as that. It certainly has an attachment to you. Doesn't want to come out. No matter what I do, every strategy, every tactic, every underhanded scheme, you manage to get in the way at every turn.
Why do you want it? Tell me why this is so important to you!
Clearly, these visions are wasted on you. The last one was an accident, but you still learned nothing from it.
Mom. You tried to stop her.
Yeah, but in the end I failed to protect her. For years I was haunted by that night, trying to make sense of what she was saying. Eventually I figured it out. The real reason why she had to die. It's the same reason we are plagued by death every day. Because we are naturally hateful beings. Nothing proves it more than what was done to the Lamias. We wiped out an innocent species, and for what? Our own selfish gain? That's what Avalon wanted. To make us better. But if it was up to him, it would just be more of the same. So I realized long ago, ever since I took that fall and ended up in this cybernetic slammer, that the only way to stop this is to...
Stop? You mean kill? Because that's your solution to everything, isn't it? Murder every man, woman, and child on the planet, and for what? To soothe your guilty conscience?
I don't expect an idealist like you to understand. You're so focused on what you want your world to be, you never stop to think if it ever will be. Wishing for things to be a certain way is a fool's construct, whereas those with enough resolve have the guts to step forward, do the unthinkable, and bring their image to life. The power inside you, this light, with it I can accomplish this by ending it. Once and for all.
You're delusional! You're just shifting the blame! In all this time, have you ever stopped to think that this isn't what Mom sacrificed herself for? You think she'd want everything to be blinked out of existence?
You dare speak to me about what she'd want? You who knew her for a mere 5 years of your life, all of them veiled by her attempts to protect you from the truth. Milana may have been your mother, but I loved her long before you were ever conceived.
That has nothing to do with it. This is about a woman who cared more about others, her own family, to the point where she would throw her own life away. I don't know what the answer is, but what I do know is that if she were here, right now, she wouldn't be on the side willing to slaughter in the hopes that the universe will be better off.
Enough! That's enough. You're not talking your way out of this. My goal is to obliterate every trace of humanity, especially the worst among them. This will be my final act. After all I've done up to now, those I've spared the agony of living. I'm the last one who deserves to remain, and to be frank, I have no desire to. Once everyone is gone, I'll use the light to eradicate this body. And pray that'll be the end of it.
No. That won't be happening. None of it. Because I'm going to make sure it never will. You think because you have nothing to lose, you'll win? You're wrong. But you did get one thing right. You will die.
Empty threats from an arrogant boy. I suppose you leave me no choice. Garai, Haruka. Oh, that was refreshing. Leaves me with a bit of a sore neck, but worth it if it can destroy your meddlesome barrier.
How did you...
Come now, do I really have to spell it out for you?
It's not possible.
Finally putting the pieces together, her venom was meant to kill me. Instead, it changed me from the inside out. Sound familiar? As my biological code was being rewritten, so too was my outward appearance. My humanity was evolving into something new, a being that has no equal. I felt myself growing more dangerous, unable to control this sudden instinct to fight and kill. Milana saw what I was becoming, felt the darkness consuming the soul of the men she loved, and sought to protect you from falling into the same pit. She passed the light on to you unbeknownst to me or anyone else, and after Urswick put me in this seal, I came back, only to find you had run away. You still think you know her better? Her motive is crystal clear to me, and my path even more so. Much better. Urswick built me this suit in the hopes of containing the power surging through me if I remove it. my body will probably cease to be human anymore. Lord knows what I'll become. But now that most of my armor has been eradicated, the time has finally come to find out. The energy kept at bay for over a decade will explode out all at once, manifesting like a flame. And not even your light can keep you from burning. It's over! I told you, you can't stop the inevitable. Everything dies, even you.
Stop.
Still with us? I thought you would have succumbed by now.
Not yet. And until you release what belongs to me, I refuse to.
Big talk for someone on the edge. Do yourself a favor and back down. Enjoy the last glimpse you have of Jason Alburn before he's torn in half like a sheet of paper.
Molly.
I gave you a warning. One you've chosen to ignore. There was a time I had no mercy to give. Especially to a rotten slab of meat like you. I've changed. And looking at you now, it's clear to me what darkness would have turned me into. You'd submitted to the murderous beast you've become. And even knowing your threat to be true, I am not the least bit afraid of you.
Incredible. It amazes me how alike the two of you are. Neither of you know when to quit. Now you're going to sit there and watch your boyfriend's life slip away. Ripping him in half won't be pretty, but it'll be easy to extract the light without his body surrounding it. You can have what's left of him, if you're alive by then.
Then I suppose you won't be wanting this.
Is that... No, how can you... That's impossible.
You know exactly what this is. And if you let him go, it's all yours.
This energy. The sliver, it's...
My missing piece. I should have told you about it sooner, but I thought it would be best if it remained a secret. That for the greater good, I remain incomplete. But now the time has come for the Lamia princess to claim her birthright. All you need to do is stay still.
Well, do you want it or not?
I don't understand it. After all I've put you through, after the years of hell on this island, you've constantly put the life of a human you barely know before your own. The both of you are so eager to throw yourselves into the fire for the other, even throwing away a once-in-a-lifetime gift, and for what? A love that will never last. I suppose deep down you're still just a stubborn child, the black sheep who lived. It's time you grew up and realized that your sacrifice is meaningless. And as humanity fades away into nothing, the world will realize it as well.
Molly, wait!
You did what I asked. You protected the Last Lamia. Now, I will take care of her. This is goodbye, Jason.
Jason will still die, along with the rest of humanity. And without this, you won't last long either. So tell me, was all this just to prove something? Some heroic final stand?
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what this is.
What?
Now you're mine.
No. No. No! What have you done? What is this?
You should really be the one to answer that. We're in your brain, after all. I didn't think I'd be able to trap you here. Just like yours. My ability has limitations such as physical contact, which you took care of all on your own. And as long as I keep holding your arm out in the real world, the two of us will stay connected, sitting right here in the back of your mind. In other words, it's over for you.
You think so? You think a little trick like this is enough to contain me? Well, here's a bit of advice. Your mind isn't the only one with power to play God. I assure you it'll be your brain that's fried and served on a platter before I let it lock me up for one more goddamn second!
I wouldn't be so sure of yourself. You see, this is the first time I've really flexed the capabilities of this power. For years I was terrified of it. Everyone I came into contact with, even just the slightest graze, I could gaze into their mind and explore their memories, but I had no control over it. This affliction is exactly what Ciara the Ignoble was cursed with, which the light saw fit to pass on to her descendants. That's what this mark on my neck means. The symbol of an outcast. A reminder of what happens to those who follow the darkness. But to me, it's a reminder of all that I've lost. But why am I telling you this? Because in all these years alone on this island, I've never really had the chance to use this power. To see if there's a deeper reason why I was given this curse. Why I was chosen to begin with. But now, not only can I enter your mind, I can trap your consciousness inside it, rendering you helpless on the outside. And knowing I could collapse at any moment, I'm going to hold you here, with every ounce of strength, every fiber of my being.
You're pathetic. All this power you could have used to save yourself and run away, you waste on him. When will you understand? He's nothing more than a single, fleeting human life.
I've heard lies like that before. And I've learned to stop listening.
You know, it's funny. In the world outside our heads, Garai can't affect you. But in here, through your method, I can control you just like any other. Now be a good puppet. Remove your hand and set me free. You still have some fight left. You really ought to know when you've been beaten.
And you ought to learn to take your own advice. If you don't believe me, turn around.
This ends.
No.
Here and now.
No! Milana.
Your pain is finally over.
The operation was a complete success. The wounds are patched up and all motor functions have been repaired with cybernetics. Whatever that venom did works wonders. His body is a bit unstable. I'd have to run some more tests, but... Yes, of course, I understand the urgency. But if this is the answer we've been looking for, we should, for the time being, take some precautions. After all, we don't want him just waltzing out the front.
Doctor, he's waking up.
That's impossible. I put him under an hour ago. Give him a sedative.
I did, sir. It's not working.
Don't keep pressing buttons, you Neanderthal. You want to be the idiot who overdosed our irreplaceable asset? Get out of the way. Let me see. Shit, get security down here now! Truly remarkable.
What do you know? I didn't think you'd actually do it. but a part of me hoped you would. A fitting end for what I've become. You win, boy. But this is just the beginning. The path doesn't end with me. There's an even greater force out there. An immense darkness that you can't hope to defeat with just luck. You must be strong, unyielding, and most importantly, keep moving forward. Don't look back on this, no matter what you feel now. You must steel yourself and accept this as nothing but another past moment. And do that, and you may just survive.
My mother. You did all this for her.
Sometimes you spend your entire life trying to right a wrong. But no matter what you do, it'll never be enough. I thought ending humanity was better than a dark future. But seeing you and the Lamia together, I realized perhaps there's a tiny glimmer among that darkness. And I know for a fact that your mother saw that in you from the very beginning.
Dad,
It's fine. You don't have to say anything. My soul is beyond redemption, even before I put on the mask. And only now do I see that I was wrong in these pursuits. I regret many things, but my love for her isn't one of them. My biggest regret is failing to be a husband and a father to those who needed one the most. Regardless of what I did and everything that's happened, you deserve to know one thing. I have, and always will, believe in my son.
Amali. Amali, I'm here. You're going to be okay.
Jason.
Lai, I need you to heal her right now, okay? Just like you healed me, remember? Lai, I know you're in there. I know you can save her.
She's here, Jason. She's with me.
Good. She'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Jason. She's hurt too. Being with you has been like a dream. One I never wanted to wake up from. Not for a second. I wish it could be forever. There's so much of your world I wanted to see.
You will. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. Even if I gotta carry you the whole way. We'll see it all together. I promise.
I'm sorry about everything, but I understand now why you sacrificed yourself for me. I couldn't just stand by without doing the same for you. She begged me not to. It's her purpose to keep me safe. But I can tell from her tears that her heart is torn between us now. She loves you, Jason, in her own way. But even she could not save us both. It had to be my decision. And I've made it with no regrets. She says I have to go now, my love.
No, please. Not yet. Please.
She's going to take me somewhere.
I love you. with everything I am.
From my last strand of hair to the end of my tail, I am yours. Just as you are mine. Do you know where we are?
I do not. It's pretty, though.
What about where we're going?
I imagine it will be a lot like where we came from. Which, before you ask, I don't know anything about either. It's embarrassing, really. For an ex-immortal being, there's a lot I don't know.
Thank you for helping me save him.
I can imagine all the things he'd say to me right now. There's a time I wouldn't have done it, no matter how much you begged me. I was so cold and emotionless all those years ago. When I look back on it, the time of Nazara and her daughters, I feel like those memories aren't mine anymore. I relate more to the memories I've shared with those I've been bound to over the generations. I guess you could say I gained a little something from each of them. They made me who I am today, and gave me the freedom to make my own choices.
Did it hurt? Seeing all those people you loved disappear one by one.
It hurt more each time. When your mother was taken from me, the pain was unbearable. But all that suffering and sacrifice, it was worth it. It was worth it to live long enough to meet you, to meet Jason, to help you save him.
I'm so glad we did it, but I miss him so much now. And it's agony to think about never seeing him again.
He wasn't the only one who was saved.